Okay. Well, the go for Hakadusha, but if it's made for the main part of Kedusha, then there's a mostly account for something. This is from the Ran, so Fekman right then. Azme below Sarbe, if let's say you just prepared it and you didn't actually wrap in it, or Sarbe below Azme, or you just wrapped in it temporarily and then you can set it up. Shari the Mesabe, usually will be mutter to wrap in it money, meaning a non-holy purpose. Milsi is the thing. After the difficult Aleph, the Kamil, and even though it's Aleph, we pass in the mutter that the Shana, the Shalos, the Haridam, the Kedusha, so it's mutter to change the Shalos, take it down from the Kedusha. Mitam does manalad milsi for the reason that being just preparing something is nothing. After Sham who go for kedusha, even though there was a go for kedusha, so why is it much to change it to a shel yad? Shani Hassan Dal Kapanim most of the ham kedusha. Because there is difference in making with them a little bit of kedusha. So yeah, I shall but then I will have to hallow look after them done before, but here you want to do something which is non-holy. Ulazem Hani has one of the kedusha. For this, it helps the preparation in regards to being a go for kedusha, and now it can't be used for something unholy. The Magen Ram, Yehi Dale Chokim, who brings opinions that argue all down this. The Sirluhu, the ask the go for kedusha as mana ain't that even with the main part of kedusha is being prepared is nothing. Gafal Pika Lenyan Maisa Yesh Hachmer, and it's still even in regards to an action there is to be Machmer. So far we've shown like the first opinion. It says in the Berura. Okay, you should be machmer in regards to a Maisa. Okay, this means lamaisa, I guess. You have to be machmer. And why is it language? This is why we shown the Moshe Kasu Veralacha. Velkopanim mahani tonight. But at the very least, it helps it tonight with us that it should be you can be able to knock it down to a non-holy purpose. However, if you start writing on the parchment, say all shards run the holy books, even just on regular paper, also it's also right afterwards on it unholy things. According to everyone, because this made an action of the main part of kedusha. Even if tonight wouldn't help us from the earlier having the Pri Megadah. Sorry, but you wrapped in it. Perish Lafisha, that means just for a moment you wrapped in it. This is from the Magen Avram. The gam stam and also stam, you just put it in there, you didn't think about anything. I feel also came pam harbin if you did this many times. After b'chol pam haya lafisha, even though but however you have to make sure that each time was just for a short moment. Derech harai just a temporary thing. Then lo niskadish days, then it doesn't become kodesh to this. Avolim and sarbe, but if you said it, you wrap it with a set thing, you're going to keep it that way. O shetzarbe afilu pam achas, or you just do it once. Ach shetzarbe adai to the kvius, or you. Meaning not the kvius. I guess the first time would be you did it set time. We're going to do it many times this way, or you do it one time. But you wrap it there that should be there, it should stay there. The Hainu Shahayav Az B'daita L'Meitzer Beitama, that was in your das to be constantly wrapping it. Oh, so actually the other way. First one was you are going to leave it here, and the second one is you're going to continuously rewrap this thing. This is when the Magen Avraham Sivkatan Hay. Afilu Azmine Meikara Gamkin. Also, even if you didn't prepare before, it would still be also. The Havik Azmi B'Tzarbe. It's as if you prepared it and wrapped it at the same time because you have a thought of what you're going to do with it once you wrap it. In parish almanas nos, if you specify that you're going to condition to remove it, I feel it's even if you wrap it many times, and even if you prepared it before, because now you're changing your das by saying I want to do it for something else. I want to do it for temporary. This is from the Achronim. Mutter will be mutter. Kol shalu also kiss shem tefillin as long as you didn't make a bag for the sake of tefillin. But canal b'sif cotton yadal instead of leaving cotton yadal. Below asmane, and you didn't prepare it. May olam l'shem tefillin. Never made it all for the sake of tefillin. Then shari it will be mutter l'meitzer be zuzi to wrap in it money. Yishom b'dahainu of the suder lo is kaddish al yedei shetzarbe pa'amachas. There are those who say that it means that the handkerchief doesn't become holy due to the fact that you wrapped in it one time, beli as mana without preparing it. Avo kozman she'tefillin sham. It doesn't become holy to the fact that you wrapped in it pa'amachas one time, beli as mana without preparing it. Avo kozman she'tefillin sham, but as long as the tefillin are there, in miderach ha'kabel anyach yachad im gisham gamos, it's not from the way of honor to believe there's also money there. This is from the Nemuka Yosef and Perak Nigmar. Eli Yikashim Mekasher B'fnei Atzmar, you should tie them in their own knot. Okay, I guess in a non the same places where it's filling are. This is from the Rashi in Brachos Chav Gimel Sif Ein Beis Tiriya Maskol Im. Because like if it's a handkerchief, you can tie it and you can tie things in a handkerchief. I don't know, I'm not used to that, but whatever, it shows way. Milsahi. I am Magen Avraham. Look at the Magen Avraham Shemitzad of Suk Aram, the Paskins like the Rambam. Shechol Kazel argues on this. So the Fiyat Divrei he holds that being prepared is nothing. The Fiyat Divrei Hagra, the berura, according to the explanation of the Gra, his explanation Shemitzad Tate of Shita Serezah, who explains very well the Shita Serezah of the Nemuka Yosef and the Nemuka Yosef Bali Svarazu, the people who own this Svar, who are this Svar that okay. V'gam hevi sharitva gam kain svirle, and also brings that the Ritva also holds like that. This does one of the good for kedusha milsi, that being prepared for the main part of kedusha is a thing, and enough that you can't use it for a non-holy thing. It's very hard to be makel against all these rabbis. Further, I found one of the Rishonim shekasav gam kain the lamaisi lachmi also writes the lamaisi should be machmir, as far as Rishonim like the first opinion. In response to Mishnas Yaakov, B'siman Hey, Machriya Gamkein, the Psor Karamba, he also decides also to pass like the Rambam, the look of Magen Avraham, not like the Magen Avraham. But that, in the Mashkas after the Mishnah Berurah, this is what we said in the Mishnah Berurah, Mihu Im Hiskal Lichtav Yeharv, if you start writing, so then you can't possibly use it tonight. But I feel tonight, then tonight doesn't work with this. Came Mocham Eli Rabba, this is proven in the Eli Rabba, Prima Gadim. True, is proven for the Magen Avraham, the Ma'imba, if you look into it. And the Chayadim who is Meko by when there's tonight, I don't know where he got this from. Sarbe, he wraps in it and he didn't prepare it. I'm Mishnah Berurah Shmashik Sadan, look at Mishnah Berurah what we said. Oshad Sarbe, or you do it many times, the Kvias. If you do Kviyas, you're going to set it there, it's going to stay there, or you're going to do it perhaps many times. Shohai Ozbadai to the Mater, he was there and he's asked to redo it many times. After the Prima Gundam Master to be in and Sar Befer Shamanas to Mater the Olam, and even though the Prima Gundam says Master, you need it to be wrapped specifically or specifying on condition that it's going to be stay wrapped forever. Shmati is I forgot. I skipped this out. The Kolach one was curious that all the Reformers don't mention this. We're actually constantly just right. Stam Adai to the Mesa Beitami. Stam on the condition that it should be wrapped there constantly. Malkulam, and on all of them, Baran in Iran, Shetaktiv, Lamaila, which we copied over earlier, Kosa Beferish says Beferish the Machshava Gamke Mahani Muza, that even just thought works for this. For Absalom, it's further possible to say that Prima Galim Gamke Moda, that even the Prima Galim would be mod about this. But Lonakut, High Lishnam, he didn't pick this language of Lametza Liolam, Elam Mishum the Rosal Saim Sham, just because he wants to conclude there, the Imsar Befer Sham Nash Lefanosa, that if you wrap it Befer Sham condition to not Kavias but to take it out, then what if you Tsar become Pam, then what even if you do it many times. Cold Dol Tafas Kiss with Filin as long as you tougher as long as you sew a bag for Filin. Ayin Sham look over there. Nakabas Agam Converse, that's why it said Beferish the same thing, the opposite, the Kavias. But really even doing it in condition that you're going to do it all the time would be, this is now where you wrap your things, it would be a designation. Pedochak and Zuldochak. By the way, that's all. Sure, the Meitzubeh, it's mutter to wrap in it. Money. I'm Mishnah Berura, look at the Mishnah Berura. Rashi Kazam the Yisham, with this we said that some say, Humi Rashi Brachos Kaf Gimel, this is from Rashi Brachos Kaf Gimel, Amud Beis Devir Maskol Imma Osov, with his money. Ayin Sham look with there, I'm in the Mukha Yosef, look at the Merkas Yosef Perknig Marzin, Shekas of Gam came the Kol Zabish Bishkisha. Oh. Mm-hmm. The Kol Zabish Bishanato Tfilin when he took the Tfilin. I will close the man shed Tfilin Alehem also, but as long as the Tfilin around them, it's also. Mm-hmm. It's only when you took out the film. But if you leave the film there, it would be Asur. V'takti gam kamil Rabba constantly over from the Eli. It's also copied over in the Eli Rabba. Graz had the Shari, the Meitzah, Zuze, in film. The Graz says that it's mutter to wrap money in with film and Yachad together. V'ayin al zev brachos chaf gimel hamid beis. Look at this, the brachos chaf gimel hamid beis. Ulepetla shalozaka klal das Rashi b'zen. It's a wonder that they didn't mention this at all, the opinion of Rashi about this. But nearly the Mashikosov and Mukiyosef, this that it says in the Mukiyosef Asr, that it is Asr, Hainu Rakshik, Shehemi Derech HaKavod, that means that it's just not the way of Kavod to put in money in there. And Kamosh Kesavnim Bifnim, as we wrote on the inside. Avalosh Asr Mamash, but it's not Mamash Asr. The Ilav Hacha, then not so, that if it would be really Mamash Asr, you tell us a Gemara Dumya Harumya Da Brisa. You can answer the Gemara, the question, the steer in the Brises. V'lo Yatzar Hainu Imamos Mamish, but if it, and when it says you shouldn't wrap, that means Imamos Mamish Ubidlo Azmi. That means with money at the same time and talking when you didn't prepare it. And that so they could have answered it because you're saying it's really us if as long as it's in there, even if it's not prepared. But after Shazat Tam Garage Shashbito, and maybe this is the reason why the garage left it out. We are there Simon Shin Samatal and you're there Shin Samatal Sifalif. The im nasnu be bo hamesa daite ifanoso below is minu mitzchit. If you put it inside a dead body inside this thing, and then you had condition to take it out, and you never prepared it before, you just a box. But the lachal if no so is what's there afterwards to take it out. After shapino to take it out. Mash for the boodam shamei sham. It's mash the while the dead body's there. Also on the lahanas mekever you can't get enjoyment from the grave. I mean, guess put money in there. But Gemara Madam Osam Sham, and the Gemara compares the two tefillin in the grave. Sanhedrin Memches. To each other. The Chor Tzarchian al Shulchan Aruch, the Chor Nidin on the Shulchan Aruch for them, the may have made the Hishmet Das and Mukyaz, the fact he leaves out the opinion of this Miyoshiv, Zem Mashmas to Svirle, Akapon the Medina, Lo Nasser Suda. At this, it's mashma, at least from the law, it's not us to use the Suda Lishtamish, Bochol, Afilu Be'eshat Filin Sham, even if time limits Filin are there. Visham stam the asr in there, it says it's stam, it's totally asr to use the mace with the money. Maybe it's possible that it's just the normal way that the Shulchan Aruch fixed it there. Inami, and meaning and therefore you really could use it before. You could use it after, but it's just not normal to use it with the dead body there. You got to be a little bit of a sicko. Inami the mishum sefer not let sham, or it's because of the sefer picked it there. Ayin sham bedochik v'tzorchian. And again, it would again really be mutter when you even with the money there. It was just for the sefer, but look over there and it's dochik and nitian. Zuzi money I'm sefer now shalom the book of now shalom shekasab. Do it then the mutter lishtamish potashmish meguna be mutter to use it for the purpose which is degrading. But dafkalach and nizla at film it's only when you take out the film from there, and afterwards you can use it for whatever degrading purpose. Behavior right and Shlomo brings a proof to the matter. Look there. Alef. Also, the kind of basic key the hashim tefillin. Also, to go into a set bathroom, to go to the bathroom, number one, with tefillin, shabrosha with tefillin on his head. K'zera shem yasa behem tzaracha, maybe it's a gzera, maybe he'll do with him his secondary needs, number two. If he holds them in his hands, then mutter hashim behem, it's mutter to go to the bathroom with them, and basically see in the bathroom, which is kavua set. This is only when he goes to the bathroom while he's sitting down. So this is not to be concerned about the spray, I guess, on the film. But if he's going to the bathroom while standing, it's possible the also that it will be also to do this. The little adif in basic cases of a ride that's no better than a temporary basic case if you're doing a standing. And okay, to hold them in your hand. See in the Mishnah we'll get there. But then in Mashim Yoshim, and similarly would be if you go to the bathroom while sitting down, or he's shooting into something which is very soft and therefore it's going to absorb the stuff. It's not going to spritz back. Okay, the lack of insults where there's no spritz back. The basic kise arai nami shori. And even in a basic kise which is temporary, it would also be much to hold them. There's no difference between set and not set. Linyan in regards to this. Hell, the basic kise kavua, just in the case where it's a set basic kise, mistama also tzrachov, you're assumably going to do there your number twos. And miyushav while he's sitting down. A basic kise Ryan is a temporary one. Mistama also the moment he's assumably going to do it while he's standing. However, ain't no nifna since the gedolim since he's not going down for number twos. This is from the Beis Yosef and the Shem and the Mukha Yosef and the Migdalos. From basic kise right in temporary basic kise mutter lahashin behem. It's mutter to go to the bathroom there. Kishahim barosha when they're on his head. Abel im ochsam biyada, but if he holds them in his hand. Also lahashim behem. So basically, which is a temporary basic kise mutter lahashim behem. Kishahim barosha. It's mutter to go to the bathroom then while they're on his head. Abel im ochsan. But if he's holding it in his hands, then also the hashtem him and the bathroom with them. Mumad, while if he's standing up, afilu topes osam big if he's holding them with his clothes, and they should circle fashlish biyado because he's going to have to wipe with his hands. Mitot the shavrag of the spray which gets to his feet. But Ella hold some berichuk with dal arba amos. So what you should do is take them off 4 amos away, but no them kaver and give them to your friend. Mediver Rambam near when the words of Rambam appears, the also the hash to do and brosh. It's also to go to the bathroom while they're on his head. Not even number 1. Ben basic a whether a set one, set bathroom, ben basic high, whether a temporary one. You should be concerned about his words, is how Shulchan Aruch concludes. The hashtin to go number 1. I'm not going to run with Sivkad. This is the Mishnah Berurah. Magnum Sivkad Tas Kasas. Magnum Siv first in the Sivkad does writes. The Masha Kasas on Mechab the hashtin Rebusanaka. This the Mechaber writes to go to the bathroom is teaching you a Kedesh. The Filu hashtin even just to go number 1. Afal Pishu Chayav Shaladim, even though it's the life of a man. Also the Kanes, it's also to go to enter in. But Kol Shkein Shalol Tzarach when serving out for a need, it'll be also to go to a bathroom. A tefillin shabarosho with a tefillin inside. Who then it was roy nami also behind Tami similarly in his arms, but also be also for the same reason. This is from the Mug and the Brahman Sharachon, another Achronim, Hamavim Ve'er are explained in the Verhetav of Prima Gadam, Vesim Memdalad, Tulok Eli Rabba, not like the Eli Rabba. The Hadanaka Barosha, this says on his head, Gam Lamute Im Ochsam Biyad is also coming to exclude if he's holding them in his hands. Biyado. So meaning even if he puts it in his arm, but it's coming to exclude if he's holding in his hands. But if he was holding in his hands, that might be okay. But yeah, although you could do it, you could hold it in your hands, but arm would be no good. Okay. Rotzalom means to say, bevigdo, you hold it in your hands with your clothes on, with your clothes. Uviyad yamino on his right hand, connected libo opposite his heart. Kamoshikasa b'sifhei, it says in Sifhei. This is from the Taz and the Gra and the Sharachonim, and then Kamoshikasa in his right hand comes from the Olas Talmud and the Eli Rabbah. Pashita dasa, it's pasha dasa when you, if you're standing up. Okay. But also, while he's holding him in his hand, Shem Yakanach and his shoulders, maybe you have to wipe the spray. Vuadin Geshem Barosho, and same thing will be if it's on his head, but Hashin and Shem Yesha Vyasa the Hamzracha, we're concerned that maybe he'll sit down and do his and go to number 2. Tichuach. So it'd be usher to have it on his head. And if he's sitting down, it would be usher to have it even on. If he's sitting down, it would be usher to have it even on his head. He would have to have them, as I said that earlier. Right. If he's holding them, it would be okay if he's sitting down. Tichuach brem softer. Oh, b'makom madron or on a slant. This is from the Rambam and the Beis Yosef. Nami shari vein there's no. It would also be mutter, and there's no difference between Kavalara in regards to this. However, there is a little bit of difference between a set one and a non-set bathroom. This is from the Prima Gagam. The Bekava Yish Kasha Shema Yas Tracha, but the Kava, whether there's a concern that maybe he'll do he'll go number 2. So Vigdo Viado has to be in his clothes and in his hands. Both wrapped in his clothes and his hands. And Kamosh Kasan Sif Gimel as we wrote in the Sif Gimel. Arai by a temper one, I feel Viado Lava just holding in his hands, Nami Mutter would also be Mutter in this case. The lack of Mechos is Nisots because it's not to be concerned about spray, because you're sitting down, and we're not really assuming that you're going to go to the number 2, so therefore you don't have to wrap in your baggage. Basically, Sarai. In the temple one, Moshe Lahashtem Hem because Shehem Barosha when they're on his head. The Logos Vina Beishem Yifta, we're not concerned that maybe he'll go to the bathroom there. Rak Shizar Shalo Yafiach Bhem, we're just concerned, just be careful that he shouldn't pass wind. So he would say, in a temporary basis, he said you could do this, you could have it on his head, according to the non-Rambam peoples, right? Yeah. But don't have him in your hand because you're going to have to wipe his if he's standing up, he's going to have to wipe his feet. Maybe we'll wrap wipe the spray that fell on the feet with the hand which was holding the tefillin. This is from Beis Yosef. Holtzim berichok, you take it off where I was away. I'm Magen Avram, the Mashikos of the Mechaber Metchilis, Magen Avram, the Mechaber says originally, also Hashtim Hamom, it's also to go to the bathroom with them standing up. My Bim Be'arai Bim Kavos talking whether it's a temporary, whether it's set. Look at Mashikos of Agaz, it says in the Agaz. Mashikos of El Holtz of Berichok Arbamas, it says take it off where it's going to be Kavua. That's talking in the set one. The Iba basic Kisei if it's a non-basic, if it's just a temporary one, Cholitz Mashtin Alto, you could just take them off. You don't have to go far away. 4 hours away, you can just take them off and go to the bathroom right away. Plain cost of a taz. That's the taz is also you can just take them off and go to the bathroom right away. You don't have to go take them off 4 hours. L'chaveiro, you give it to your friend. Dehu ba'atzmo also lechos behen, because he himself is also to hold them as then. After my the kavua, even though we're talking about a kavua, a set one. This is from the Magen Avram and the Pri Megadim. And before the Kam b'sefei, the yochos b'bigdo u'b'yada, when it's clearly later on in sefei that you hold in your clothes and in your hand, even the ma'arish k'shamash to ma'umad b'chashina mitzotzos. Okay. In a temporary one, the logos vina b'shem yifna b'hem. Okay, we do. You have to give it to him to his friend. The huba atzmo lechos b'hem because he himself can't hold them. Oz then after ma'arish b'kavua, even though we're talking about a set one. This is when the Magen Avram Pri Megadim, and therefore before the Kama b'sefei the Yachaz b'big Yadim, we said that later on in sefei that you can hold in your clothes and in your hand. Even the Ma'arish Shamash the Mu'umad v'Hashem Misham Mitzotos. Since we're talking about, in this case, you can't do that. You can't hold it in your clothes and in your hand because you're talking about he's going to the bathroom standing up, and we're concerned about spray. Kashem Barosha, then when it will be. It's also to go to the bathroom when they're on his head. Whether the Mizrael, the same thing would be in his arm. This is from Mistimus Lashon the Rambam, the stam of the Rambam, V'chein Mashar Shulchan Aruch, Shalagraz, it's some Mashar from the Graz, if it's in the arm, V'chein Mitzotz B'sof Siman, B'sof Siman, how I found at the end of the Siman in the Pri Megadim, Shemitzadi L'Hatzir B'Shem Eli Rabba, he's decided to be Mekel in the name of the Eli Rabba. Kishem Barosha, when they're on his head. Wooden Bezrol, the same thing would be, and his arm would be also the Svirle, because Vin and Shem Yafiach them are concerned that maybe you're going to you're pass wind with them when they're on his head. Avokashahim Bekisim, if they're in the bag, Vaochas Bekisim, you're holding the bag, the other in his hand, then Mutter Lahashtem Behem, the Rekol will be mutter to go to the bathroom with them according to everyone. The Shekashahim Bekisim in Isra Afacham, that when they're in their bag, there's no option to go to pass wind with them. Kamosh Yisbar Simon Memdal says in Simon Memdal. Lidavarav. You should be concerned about his words and not go to the bathroom. Lace the tzarach on the press, even when they're in his hand, even when they're on his head, or also his arm. Well, the vibe the lace the tzarach on okay, at the pressing in the time of need, could go and she's batal yedezem mitfil and besibur. For example, it's going to lose tefillah besibur if he has to go take them off. Yochel ismoch adayt every day. We're showing able to rely on the first opinion, go to the bathroom number one in a temporary place while it's on his head. Al Shizar Habish Lo Yabli de Fachla should just be careful he shouldn't come to passing wind. Kane cause of Kai Adam is what the right Adam writes. However, the Megnog is to still the custom is to take off the Shalrosh, Vagam Shalyad, Nachal Nahasir Vitzuos, and also the Shalyad it's proper to remove the straps, Mikol Yad from the whole hand. Shloyav the Shifshif and Isots of them, they shouldn't come to rub the spray from them with the straps. This is from the Mishna Yaakov, and then it will be mutzah to go when it's on his head. Right, like in the basic Isaac, right. Okay, so basic Isaac, right, this is from the Beralacha. Basic Isaac, right, mutzah l'hashim b'hem l'shem rosh when on his head. Pasha the huadin, leaning tefillin shoulders. This Pasha the same thing would be in regards to this tefillin. These are on his arm, it will be mutter. V'chein yisrael ha'edi b'sefer truma, so it says in the sefer truma, it will be mutter. Okay, with the look of the Magan non the Magan. Got the near the also that the near Shiyasu or three close to me on Kafiyad, you take off the wrappings around his hand. Shuli Abu Shafrim shouldn't come to wipe with him. Okay, so I'm just base. Basically Kubua set basically a Hainu Shiyesh so which meaning that it has in it already some the excrement. Who Alpine saw them it's on the field below the kafir and it's without and it doesn't have a digging. There's no what digging in. That's what's called the base here. Basically. Cool. Basically what. What's the means to say? All start with how to bring almost then you have to take them out 4 almost away. Avalimba him who kafir, but if it's dug in, Harry kafir who rishus allows him to hold the dug in part is as rishus on for itself. The basic pieces of mala rishus the rishus has one in the base piece which is up above the ditch is its own place. In will then basic piece of cloud doesn't have a den of a bathroom at all. Moshe's Barbara Simon Pay Gimel says Simon Pay Gimel. And most of the kindness will tell Philin that Shalav and split the head to that film which is on it. And we come up Kodim she asked him before he goes to the bathroom, circle calls to the Miracle, you have to take them off according to everyone. The commotion is the shar basically is just like every other basic set basically. Came out to the Magadram, this is all was Magadram. The Medamar word of the hash when is this talking about this is talking to go to the bathroom. Number 2. Avalas is Rachel, but to go number 1. Number 1, and but to go number 2. Mashma de Beis Yosef, it's Mashma from the Beis Yosef, the Yish, the Hafmer, the Chalot, there should be Mashma to take them off, Reef, Garmams, taking off 4 almost away, and Malcolm Shrots is Rachel in the place he wants to go to the bathroom there. I feel in Nifna Malcolm Shame basic he's a cloud, even if he goes to the bathroom in a place where he's not going, there's no bathroom there at all, just going to a random spot. Elba Chatzir, or just in his backyard or something. Or up in a sudden on a field, again, he would have to take off its film 4 arms away, swim the grass. It should be enough to do that. Gimel, basically Tiarai, the temporary basically is a hand to go in the hash to Mayim, that means to, for some place where you go number 1. She'ain al the Holif Beshvila on the basic keys. The person will go for them to the basic keys say. The Pam Hazos Nasa Makam Hazah basic keys still. And this place and this time is becoming people don't go here for the basic keys, but this time it's coming a basic key say. That's for the first time this is what's called the temporary one. Basically it's the right perish. Hada meaning this we said earlier, most of the hashes of the tefillin and rosh it's mutter to go to the bathroom when you have tefillin on the side. I never Makam Shein go so a second place where there's no excrement there. And the dam who Malcolm Chain begin with no some is also not some place where you're not accustomed to go to the bathroom there, number 2. Well, the capital is Vina Shami if them the bath film, therefore not concerned that maybe he'll go to the bathroom number 2 with filling out. Even if it's a private place, you just won't do it. It's not the minna. It's from the grass. Basic is skill. So you're making it the first basic. Basic is originally. I'm a prima gun. The spirit laid the highest edition of this language is not specific. I feel me, but the common zam is manu even if it's separate many times before the hash to go number two to go number one. Mikol Makam Arai, he thought it would still be considered temporary. Imheim Becheko, okay, back in the number dad. I mean, yeah, sit down. Imheim Becheko, if they're in his chest, by his chest, Bechogah Faguro, lap, and he wraps his belt, over big door, and it's wrapped in his belt, over big door, and his clothes, Biyado, in his hands and his mutter. Bain Lahashtim Bain knows whether to go to the bathroom number one or number two. Imheim Becheko, look, Mishna says, the Sudak of the Mechel Shemutz is no longer concerned of spray, because it's not in his hands. V'gam Yisham Shema Yifuna Yipluman also is not considered if they will fall from it's not as wrapped in. What's the basic issue of what's even in a step basic issue of bein barai whether it's temporary. This is from the mitaz. Obig the biyado, or it's in his clothes and in his hands. Thoroughly and easy. And the Pesifal cost of the field told us also the big dog, even if he's holding him in his clothes, it would still be usher to go to the bathroom because we're concerned about the spritz. But I'm betaz. Look at the betaz about the Ram Shadid Kubahaz and Od, which are very pressed about this. And the Gra cost is the Sibzel Shehum Balatruma, and this stuff which is from the Balatruma, who sheet is a Ferris, the Polikal Al Hadisabal argues on this. Really, and he holds the big Dubiado. If it's in his clothes and in his hands, so we're no longer concerned about the rubbing of the spray. It is also decided of the man. Mordechai the Kishurim, the big dough, if it's tied in his clothes, then the Kuli Am Mutter, according to everyone, would be Mutter. This one the Magen Avraham. Go into it. That basis. Well, last is up to his go number two. Also, being a time, 6 months. I feel below Torah, some say even without going to number two, you still have to take them off as 4 amos. This is when the base Yosef Hashem Ravai, but Tov Lachim is good to be mouth and take them off. The gold on Bertzul Shalhem wrap them in their straps, the focus on. Basically, to a set, basically. Naka Kavua, it picks the set one. Mishum Sefer because of the Sefer Lashbin is Afilu, but Kavua Machus is still any Mobishim Shvir. You can even buy a set one, you can take it in with because of gardening. It's from the Mordechai. Avolim Enachanami, the Afilu Behina Kavua, but the truth, but it would really be true, even if it wouldn't be set. The cloud, it wouldn't be set at all. You would have to the Chalas brief take it off arms away, in place where he wants to go to the bathroom. Simon Sif Kat and Yagimel. As we're saying later in Sif Kat and Yagimel, he has to take them off 4 arms away. Okay. Similarly, when it picks to go number 2, Gam came Bishim Rabus to the Sefer. It's also because of the Chedesh of the Sefer, and that you could come in with it for guarding. But Alvamas who had been lashed in the same would be number 1. So if you have to take it off arms away. Okay, level Sefal is the same as Sefal. Double Achmer, it's good to be Machmer to take them off, even without anything. I'm not going to master the Medina answer, because the basic fits. The Magen concludes that even if you're not going at all, it's also to bring them into basic keys which with tefillin, bath with tefillin. The Logarmi Mechot is no worse than a bath house. The common when we pays if you can't do that. I'm speaking gun, look at the gun, my Mordechai. She goes to the Mediver Rosh, the Mashra Hofet, and the word of Rosh, the Mashra Sway. Gam Mediver Rapai, the Mashra Hofet, and the word of Rapai, the Mashra Sway, and Sham. We see a Perishko, the Shemago, the Mashra Katibuta, Magdalene, and Sham, and the Sefer Eshkol of in the name of the Goan is mashma that like the answer of the Avram. Look there. Okay, basically say the der halacha is which means which has in it excrement. Even if now, right now, it doesn't have any excrement now, it's cleaned out. Even the makam which reveal himself, since it's normal the place where it's normal to have excrement, the Ravina Shem Yasa Tzracha was concerned that maybe you're going to go to the bathroom, number two there. The Mechaber only picked this language, the Horror Islam, to show us, to teach us, that if there's excrement in this place, through Chayshin and Shema, who Yasa Tzracha, then we're concerned that he's going to go to the bathroom, number two. And Gamkein, also himself, Makam was in this place. So even if until now it wasn't a place where he normally would go to the bathroom. It's not normal to do it here, but there is excrement, so he may now do it. And this is what the answer is going to make sense, why it concludes the Mechaber without a digging. Lahoros, this is again to teach us him that if it will be dug in, the less if it's not there. And Motim also Makam it's Motim that place is not a normal place to go to the bathroom, number two, until now. He's doing it for the first time. But there is excrement there, but it's any different than a thin. I'm looking about the Ram Shifkan is Vav, Mashitama, and Mechaber, she has a question on the Mechaber, if he doesn't Zani for call for to separate his answer. Basically, Tsirai, a temporary space, basically it's Gila and you're making it for the first time using it. I'm looking at the Mishnah Berurah Shem Gimel that Makom Hasriach, and if it's in the name of the Primagadam, Mishnah Berurah in the name of the Primagadam, Makom Hasriach, it's in a place which is disgusting, and they may have gone because of urine. Hamatzi Tommy Chum is constantly there. Before Hamakom Azad then basically they show that part of this place has on the rules of a basic kise bathroom which is set. The Wodar may avid show me it's no worse than a pot with chamber pot. Hamasriach which smells very bad. The dinner control the device that applies like so as the device combustion. Shukasam the Tamir ben Yonah is wrote in the Tamir ben Yonah. Logar me mayim surukim is no worse than disgusting water, or me mishra or soaking water, black or something. Hamavor b'simon some pevav, which is explained in pevav. The dino ketor is like so. I shall look over there. After the lenient that it's possible in this topic, in this idea, lo machalkinim bezeh, we don't make a difference in this. The whole gavni motiv hashtem bo b'tfilin shalom. And in every case, if you want to go to the bathroom there, with the tefillin, which are on him. Okay, you could still do it with the tefillin on him. We're not concerned that maybe he'll go to the bathroom number two. Even the enum yuchad gam rak lahashim is only set to go to the bathroom number one. The in lasu mitam v'meir glayim gufa, and you can't ask it just because the meir glayim himself can have any tefillin on him. Even whom yuchad sham dino ketzoah. Since it's set there, then it's like Shalah should be like that of excrement. This is not true. The Imkain, if that were really true, Hamei Reglaim Neged Almud Gamkain Dino Kaso. But is that going to the bathroom, number one, when you're opposite the spray, it also has when you're opposite the low, it also has the law of Soa. So therefore, if Soa was a problem, that you couldn't have the tefillin even when you're going to the bathroom normally. The problem is not that. The problem is that maybe the guy's going to go to the bathroom himself. But people who basic keys still in the basic keys right temple and Matul Hashim was mutter to go to the bathroom, which even though it's still not going to be tefillin shel rosh with tefillin on his head, even though he's only going to see the line. But if you will be kavua, even in the set one, how you mutter, it would really be mutter lav the chashin and shem yifanu for him, unless we're concerned that maybe you're going to go to the bathroom number two with them. Maybe this we're not concerned. Maybe we'll go to the bathroom and it will be much even in the one which smells of urine.